This is dispatches from r/college, the subreddit where the rent is too high, the Adderall is questionable, and the question, quote, is this considered community food, end quote, has ruined more friendships than the entire French Revolution. I read 100 posts, so you do not have to. I emerged with a migraine, a newfound sympathy for resident advisors, and a deep and abiding conviction that no human being over the age of 12 should ever have to share a bathroom with 3 strangers.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Dorm content. We are home.
A subreddit where 19-year-olds discover for the first time that other human beings exist and are, without exception, horrifying.
A brief anthropological note. The American college dormitory is a laboratory in which the university takes a child who has never had to share a bathroom, a refrigerator, or a bedroom, and locks them in a cinder-block closet with 3 strangers from, quote, a different part of the country, end quote. Then it charges $11,000 per semester and waits to see what happens. What happens is always the same thing. The fridge becomes a battleground, the whiteboard becomes a manifesto, and the ramen becomes a casus belli.
A casus belli. He said ramen is a casus belli.
Latin for, and I am translating loosely, stay out of my shin ramyun, Brayden.
Tonight, 5 letters from the freshman ward. We begin, of course, where all great stories begin, with a Costco run. Letter the first, r/college. The title, quote, my roommate ate my entire Costco pack of shin ramyun and said it was community food, end quote.
The entire Costco pack.
A Costco pack of shin ramyun is 20 noodles. That is 20 individual acts of theft. That is, in the common law tradition, a pattern.
Our author is a freshman. He writes, quote, I went to Costco with my mom before move-in. She got me a case of shin ramyun, 20 packs. I put it in my cubby in the kitchen. I wrote it in Sharpie. I wrote it twice, end quote.
He Sharpied it twice. He Sharpied it twice.
The first Sharpie is a hope. The second Sharpie is a threat. The second Sharpie is Hammurabi.
Quote, 6 weeks later, I went to the kitchen to make ramen. The box was empty. The box was on my cubby, but it was empty, end quote.
The box was still there. They left the box. That is psychological warfare.
Ladies and gentlemen, the perfect crime. A box. No noodles. A name in Sharpie. A ghost.
Quote, I asked in the sweet group chat, who ate my ramen? My roommate Brayden typed back immediately, quote, I thought it was community food. You had so many, end quote.
You had so many. I thought it was community food.
The Brayden defense. The single most important legal innovation of the 21st century. You had so many. Therefore, they were not yours.
Our author presses Brayden, quote, I asked him how many packs he ate. He said, quote, like over time, probably all of them, end quote.
Over time, probably all of them.
The single most damning confession ever offered by a teenager. Over time, probably all of them. The same phrase the Borgias used to describe their marriages.
Quote, I asked him to pay me back. He said he did not have any money. I said go to the ATM. He said the ATM was broken. I said there are 3 ATMs in the student union. He said, quote, I do not have a card, end quote.
He does not have a card. Brayden, where is your card?
Brayden is an enigma wrapped in a ramen box. He has no money. He has no card. He has no morals. He has only a mouth. And our author's 20 packs of shin ramyun.
Our author's final line, quote, I now keep my food under my bed. I have a padlock. My mom sent me a padlock. She said, quote, I knew this would happen, end quote.
I knew this would happen.
The most prophetic sentence a mother can ever send to her son, together with a padlock, via Amazon Prime, on day 6 of his college education.
Letter the second, r/college. The title, quote, My RA wrote me up for laughing too loud at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. End quote.
7 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Quiet hours have begun, legally, in the state of Ohio. At the precise moment the RA decided she did not like your laugh.
Our author is a sophomore. She writes, quote, my friend and I were in my room. We were watching a TikTok. It was funny. I laughed. My RA, whose name is Peyton, knocked on the door. End quote.
P. Whiton.
Every authoritarian in a college dormitory, without exception, is named Peyton. It is a law of physics.
Quote, Peyton said my laughter was, quote, disruptive to the community. End quote. I said it was 7 p.m. Peyton said, quote, quiet hours are at 10, but disruption is 24/7. End quote. End quote.
Disruption is 24/7.
Peyton is not an RA. Peyton is a philosopher. Peyton is Thomas Hobbes with a clipboard and a free parking spot.
Quote, Peyton wrote me up. The write-up was for, quote, excessive noise and disrespect of community standards. End quote. I have to attend a, quote, restorative conversation, end quote, with Peyton and the hall director on Thursday. End quote.
A restorative conversation.
A restorative conversation is what happens when a university has paid $9 million for a consultant who told them they could not say the word, quote, punishment, end quote, anymore.
Our author writes, quote, I am not going to the restorative conversation. I did not do anything wrong. My friend agreed. She said Peyton is, quote, power-hungry and smells like Cheez-Its. End quote.
Smells like Cheez-Its.
The single most devastating insult ever leveled by a college sophomore. You could be president. You could be pope. It does not matter. You smell like Cheez-Its.
The top comment on this post is simply, quote, every RA is a cop and every cop is a Peyton. End quote. I have no notes. Letter the third. R/college. The title, and I want you to hold on to something, is, quote, I have 1,247 meal swipes left and 3 weeks of school. What do I do? End quote.
1,247.
That is, for those of you doing the math at home, 59 meal swipes per day for 21 days. Approximately 3 swipes per waking hour.
Our author is a senior. He writes, quote, I bought the unlimited meal plan because my mom was worried I would not eat. I did not eat. I ate maybe once a day. I forgot the swipes existed. I have been paying for this meal plan for 4 years. End quote.
He forgot the SWIPs existed.
The American university has perfected the art of charging young men for food that the young men will, quote, forget about, end quote. It is the most elegant scam in the history of nutrition.
Quote, I asked the dining hall if I could donate the swipes. They said no. I asked if I could cash them out. They said no. I asked if I could give them to my friend. They said, quote, swipes are non-transferable, end quote.
Non-transferable.
The university has, in effect, created a currency you can only spend on yourself, only at them, and only by putting their food inside your mouth. This is not a meal plan. This is a tax.
Here is what he does. And reader, I want you to understand that this is the single most beautiful thing I have ever read on r/college. Quote, I started going to the dining hall 3 times a day. I bring 5 Tupperware containers. I fill them with food. I take the food to the library. In the library, I give the food to people. I have a schedule. The Tuesday schedule is pasta bar. End quote.
He has a schedule. The Tuesday schedule is pasta bar.
We are in the presence of a saint, a literal saint, Saint Tupperware of the pasta bar, patron of forgotten swipes.
Quote, people started calling me, quote, the food guy, end quote. I have a list on my door. If you put your name on the list, I bring you food. I have 18 names, end quote.
18 names. He has 18 names.
This young man is running out of his dorm room A volunteer non-profit soup kitchen that is being secretly funded by the board of trustees of a university that does not know they are funding it. He is a hero. He is Robin Hood. He is Robin Hood. If Robin Hood stole from the nobles and then forgot.
He closes with this, quote, I have about 800 swipes left. I think I can make it. If I cannot, I want the meal plan refunded. The university told me no. My mom is writing an email. End quote.
My mom is writing an email.
Every single struggle in an American college is eventually resolved by a mother at a laptop at 9:45 p.m. writing an email in which she uses the phrase, quote, as a taxpayer, end quote.
Letter the fourth, r/roommates. And this one, I need you to sit down. The title, quote, my roommate leaves passive-aggressive notes on the fridge. We just found out she does not live here. End quote.
She does not live here.
I need everyone in this audience to feel, for a moment, the exact emotional temperature our author is currently experiencing. It is, approximately, the surface of the sun.
Our author is a sophomore. She writes, quote, there are 4 of us on the lease, me, Claire, Jess, and Morgan. We have lived together since August. For 4 months, there have been notes on the fridge. Who used the last of the milk? Who left a plate in the sink? Who moved the ice tray? End quote.
Who moved the ice tray?
This is not a refrigerator. This is a court docket.
Quote, the notes are signed, quote, M, end quote. We assumed M was Morgan. Morgan is quiet. Morgan keeps to herself. Morgan does not leave her room very often. We thought the notes were a Morgan thing, end quote.
M was Morgan.
Oh no.
Quote, last Tuesday I saw Morgan open the fridge, take out milk, put the milk back, and walk away without writing a note, end quote.
Morgan is innocent. Morgan is innocent.
The alibi. Morgan has done the one thing a passive-aggressive whiteboard offer would never do. She has allowed milk to pass through the fridge, unexamined.
Quote, I asked Morgan if she had written the notes. Morgan said no. I asked Claire. Claire said no. I asked Jess. Jess said no. We all stood in the kitchen. Nobody had written the notes. There was a new note on the fridge. It said, quote, please do not leave wet spoons in the drawer. Thanks, M. End quote.
There is a new note. There is a new note.
M, whoever M is not asking anymore. M has moved on to spoons. M is expanding the jurisdiction.
Quote, we checked the lease. There are 4 names on the lease. Me, Claire, Jess, Morgan. There is no M. End quote.
There is no M.
Quote, we asked our landlord. Our landlord said, quote, oh, that is probably Madison. Madison has been squatting in the unit above yours for 2 months. She comes down sometimes. She likes your kitchen. End quote. End quote.
Madison has been squatting. She likes their kitchen.
The landlord is not concerned. The landlord knows Madison. The landlord is on a first-name basis with the woman who has been walking into their apartment and leaving notes about wet spoons for 2 months.
Our author closes with this, quote, we have changed the locks. We have not told Madison. We are waiting to see what happens. End quote.
They are waiting to see what happens.
The most chilling sentence in this entire episode. 4 young women have, without consulting any adult, set a trap for a ghost who has opinions about ice trays.
Letter the 5th, and the kicker, r/roommates. The title, quote, someone laminated a shower schedule for our 4-person suite. We think it was Brayden, end quote.
Brayden. It's Brayden again.
Every Brayden in America is, at this moment, doing exactly one thing, and that thing is ruining something.
Our author writes, quote, on Monday we came back from class and there was a piece of paper taped to the bathroom door. It was laminated, it had a table. The table had 4 names. The table had 4 time slots. The table was a shower schedule. End quote.
IT was laminated. Laminated is a level of premeditation.
You do not laminate in anger. You laminate in patience. You laminate because you have been thinking about this in the dark for days.
Quote, I was assigned 6:30 a.m. to 6:40 a.m. 10 minutes. At 6:30 a.m. on a Monday, I do not have class until 11. End quote.
10 minutes at 6:30 a.m.
Whoever wrote this schedule has clearly never conditioned their hair or thought about another human being, both of which are required to share a bathroom.
Quote, the schedule assigns the 7 to 7:30 a.m. slot to Brayden. Brayden has the longest shower. Brayden has the most shower products. Brayden has, and I am not making this up, a 17-step shower routine that he posted on TikTok. End quote.
A 17-step shower routine.
A 17-step routine for a bathroom that he shares with 3 women, all of whom have been given a 10-minute window at dawn so that Brayden's hair can be, quote, glass-like, end quote.
Quote, we confronted Brayden. Brayden denied it. He said, quote, I did not have time to laminate this. I have class, end quote.
I did not have time to laminate this. I have class.
A confession. A full, tearful, notarized confession. The man did not say he did not laminate it. He said he did not have time. Brayden is, at his core, a billing error.
Our author closes with the line, I will remember for the rest of my life. Quote, we tore down the schedule. Brayden taped up a new one the next day. It had different time slots. Mine was now 5:55 a.m. End quote.
5 F-I-M.
Brayden is a man who, having been defeated, responded by escalating. Brayden is who Napoleon would have been if Napoleon had a 17-step shower routine.
5 letters, 5 freshmen in 5 different versions of the same cinderblock hell. A ghost named M, a saint with Tupperware. A Peyton with a clipboard. A Brayden, 2 Braydens, 3 Braydens, an infinite recursion of Braydens, extending in every direction through every dormitory in every state, in every university in this country.
An infinite recursion of Braydens.
Each one more entitled than the last. Each one leaving a note. Each one eating your noodles.
The college dormitory is the place where you learn that other people are the problem. Not love, not work, not politics, just other people who exist near your milk and will without shame touch it.
Other people near your milk.
A phrase that summarizes the entire human condition, from the agora of ancient Athens to a shared fridge in a dorm in suburban Pennsylvania.
This has been Dispatches from r/college. I remain your correspondent. Buy a mini fridge, put a padlock on it, keep your ramen close, and for the love of all that is holy, never ever move into a suite with a man named Brayden.
Never move in with a Brayden.
The single most valuable piece of housing advice anyone has ever given anyone for free in the history of rental real estate.